Good evening, hockey fans. Waconia versus Osseo Maple Grove from Brooklyn Park. Made the rush hour drive up north.
I took the back road, so there wasn't really any rush hour, just some road construction.
Yeah. That season never ends for us, does it?
No, especially not when it's a nice November, I guess.
So here we go. The Wildcats wearing the purples. Maple Grove Osseo in the white. Some rumblings of some different lines that we're going to see today. So Mr. Andy and I will do our best to keep you posted on that. Mr. Og on the video. Get things started off right off the bat. Looks like we got Og and Janky on defense. With Platt, Orth, and Kibler going forward. Orth with the puck, taking it deep into the zone. Puck just stopped, as I've seen many times here at this rink, where the puck just kind of doesn't move.
Puck almost disappears on the block.
Yeah. This is also one of those rinks where Andy, you and I are going to have to walk around Mr. Og here so we can actually see what's going on. Platt still battling down in there. Boy's doing a decent job keeping the puck early on in this game in the offensive zone, but here comes the first rush from Maple Grove. Gonna have a line change. Vasinovich starting between the pipes, shot and goal. Well, after all that work, first shot for Maple Grove is a goal. Just kind of sneaks in the corner. Gets past Vacinovich. One of the big changes is Stifter now playing center. And Mr. Colin Daney is going to move back and play some defense along. Looks like his partner today is Finner. On Stifter's line, you've got Rashavi and Benham. Offsides is the call. Stifter. He goes back to Daney, who slides over to Finner, and icing will be the call. But hey, we won a face-off.
There you go.
To the rock. Stifter still out there. Puck drop, goes back towards Finner. That's borderline 2 face-offs in a row. Finner gets dispossessed. Maple Grove has the puck, but Finner gets it right back. Finner loses it going kind of towards the middle, ends up to Daney. He pushes it forward to Rashavi. Rashavi into the neutral zone and finds Benham's stick. He brings it across the line, loses an edge. Stifter battling hard, ends up back with Benham. Shot right into the breadbasket of the goaltender from Maple Grove. So that'll bring out a new line where Schimenauer is going to make his first appearance at center, along with Abernathy and Moen as his wings. Hoffman and Hillesheim playing defense together still. Schimenauer kind of pushing it forward, but ends up to Maple Grove. High sticks galore, but no call. Abernathy comes back to Hoffman. He pushes it back towards Abernathy. Abernathy trying to find Moen in the middle, ends up to Abernathy, hits off the shimmies of the skater from Maple Grove. Moen comes out with it. Hillesheim kind of skating forward, but Schimenauer skating forward. Moen, Schimenauer. Moen pushes it back to Hillesheim. Hillesheim back to Moen. Moen centers, trying to find Abernathy. He pushes his defender down, and here comes Maple Grove. Schimenauer back checking, very strong. Very strong. 2 boys go down into the corners. Hillesheim trying to get to it. It ends up to Hoffman. Hoffman pushes forward, hoping that it's going to find Abernathy, and it does. Now off to Moen. Moen's got Schimenauer trailing behind him. Moen's going to take the far left corner. He's going to fire his stick. Just gets hit a little bit and ruin the trajectory of that shot. Here comes Maple Grove with the line change. We've got Janke and Og. Maple Grove, 1 versus 2. Shot, good save from Vacinovich. Puck bounces all the way back out to Platt. Platt's still pushing it forward, and it's going to come all the way back. Og should be the first skater to it. Kibler now out there. Welcome back, Kibler, from your illness you had earlier this week. Platt misses the puck. Puck coming around to the other corner. We got a guy wide open for Maple Grove, and there's a goal. Too easy. Defenders kind of got out of whack. Wings got out of whack a little bit. Left the guy wide open at the top of the crease. And nothing that Walker could have done about that one. Again, most of the play so far has been in our offensive zone. And the 2 times that they have gotten into our zone, they have capitalized. They probably have 2 shots and 2 goals to our, well, maybe 2 or 3 shots and no goals. Yep. Sifter's line out there, which would include Benham and Rashavi, Finner, and Daney out there defensively. Puck gets across ice to Benham. Rashavi on the far ice. Benham goes ahead and dumps it. Eaton, a good outlet pass. Here comes Maple Grove. Daney skating back to give Finner some support on his backside. Maple Grove, Moen tries. He does just enough with the help from Rashavi. Finner trying to push the boards, but no luck. Here comes Maple Grove. He loses an edge, but here's going to come a rip shot. Just misses the outside of the net, goes wide. Moen playing some basketball with the puck over there. Ends up with Schimenauer. He pushes forward. Here comes Maple Grove. Hillesheim Hoffman out there defensively. Pushed to the side by Vacinovich on a blocked, deflected shot from Hillesheim. Hillesheim goes central and finds Abernathy, who pushes the puck to the neutral zone and finds Moan. Moan skating. Going to go ahead and fire. Took a deflection and an awkward shot, but does miss the goal. And here comes Maple Grove. Hillesheim Hoffman gets past Hillesheim, and he's able to clean it up. Puck coming back. It's going to find Hillesheim. Hoffman's going to have to go towards it. Hoffman backtracks, pushes it back, and it's going to be able to find Moan. Moan, cross, big sauce pass to Abernathy. If Abernathy can get the corner, something good could materialize. Abernathy unable to get done what he wanted to get done. He still has the puck, though, battling hard. Defensive chain brings Janke and Og back out onto the ice. Platt intercepts the pass, and it finds Janke, who loses it, and it now ends up to Orth. He comes back to Og, who quickly puts an outlet to Platt. Platt skating across. Oh, puts it just in front of Kibler. Platt ends up with it, unable to make that turnaround route as quick and as sharp as he would have liked. Maple Grove with the puck, pushing it forward. Kibler slows it down. Ends up to Orth. Orth getting a nice little push, and we're going to get our first power play opportunity. At least in this barn. Last time we were here about 3 weeks ago, you could have ripped someone's arms off, and it still would have been a goodwill gesture. Stifter out there with Rishavi and Benham. You got Daney and Finner on defense. Wildcats playing on a power play opportunity. Maple Grove killing the puck, but man, are they pressing hard. They're going to try to get that puck. Ends up to Benham. Benham, cross ice, got intercepted trying to find Rishavi. Maple Grove coming the other way. Loses an edge. Finner pushes towards Rishavi. Rishavi able to push it out of the zone. Maple Grove coming the other way. They go ahead and dump it. Finner up to Rishavi. Eventually gets to Stifter. Stifter and Moan. If Stifter can get to it, he does. He pushes it forward, but now Stifter kind of on an island. About 40 seconds left. Here comes Danny with the shot. Right into the glove. Falls to the ground. Moan couldn't get there fast enough to put the rebound in, but he was there. Here comes Maple Grove. Intercepted for the moment by Abernathy. He comes back to Finner. Finner over to Daney. Daney up to Moan. Now the boys are moving the puck. Here comes Schimenauer. Schimenauer probably prefers if he was on his right side. That was almost a cross check, but no arms go up. Daney getting through one, getting through two. Centers to Schimenauer. Oh, a good opportunity, but a good save from the goaltender. Puck coming out of the way. Baseball swings it all the way out, and icing will be the call with 4 seconds left on this power play opportunity for the Wildcats.
Keep the pressure on, boys. That was some good pressure again. We got, 3 seconds left in the power play?
Yep. Platt goes to Keebler, but he pushes it right back to Maple Grove, and now Maple Grove coming the other way. Hoffman trying to race back. Shot. Good save from Vacinovich. Hillesheim battling hard. Hoffman. Now it comes out. Here comes Kibler. Shot. Deflection goes wide. Maple Grove ends up with it. High stick. Short shift for Hoffman Hillesheim, and that'll bring out Janke and Og. Platt's line of Kibler and Orth out there. Ends up with Maple Grove, and now we got a breakaway. Good save. Get it out of there, boys. Knocked out, but it's not done. It's still not done, and covered by Vacinovich. Big time save for Mr. Vacinovich. Stifter's line out there now. He pushes the puck, trying to find Og. Gets it around to Janky, who tries to come back to Og, but Maple Grove intercepts it. Maple Grove skating, dancing, dangling. Pushes it out, Benham. Sifter moves out wide. Sifter going to try to lock him up in the boards, and he does. Maple Grove comes out with it. Tipped out of the way for the moment by Og. Maple Grove with their best possession thus far of the game. Again, they're up 2-0 on 2 shots. Sifter still trying to tie him up on the boards. And Benham comes out with it. Benham does get it out into the neutral zone. Offsides will be the call. We'll have a line change. That'll bring out Shimenauer, Abernathy, and Moan. And on defense, you've got Daney and Finner. Shimenauer looking over his left, hoping to get to Finner. He does find Finner. Now Finner pushing it forward, trying to find Abernathy. Finner still battling. The puck goes our way, but Maple Grove regains the puck. Shimenauer. Daney out of the way by Finner for the moment, but Maple Grove still with it. Shot eaten up there for the moment to Daney, and Shimenauer pushes it up towards Daney. Daney going to rush the puck forward. Daney trying to get around that corner. He gets around it. Shot bounces right in front of the net, and here comes Maple Grove. All right, Daney, good back check. Good back check from Daney to slow that attack down. Ends up to Moan. Moan tries to get it up over to Shimenauer, but gets eaten up, but then again taken back by Daney. Coming up to Abernathy, he's unable to control the puck, and it bounces forward. Now Finner will chase it. Finner pushes it over to Hillesheim. Trying to get up the boards towards Moan. They do. Sinners, nobody home. Abernathy wants to try to steal it. Finner getting stuck out there on a long line shift. Finner up and out, right to Maple Grove. Maple Grove having to reset. That'll allow for some line changes. Hoffman's going to rush out there if possible. Hoffman get out there with the help of Hillesheim. Bounces back. Here comes a shot. Goal, save, get it out, get it out. Hoffman saves the day there for the moment. Maple Grove centering look. Hillesheim, save, still going, out of harm's way. Kibler shoved down from behind. We're going to get another power play opportunity for cross-checking. There it is. I don't know. You got something to say. Blatt's line out there along with Og and Janky on defense. So that means Kibler and Orth. Og keeping it down deep. And here comes Maple Grove. Og using his body, keeping the puck in the zone for the moment. Kibler ends up with it. Platt circling in front of the crease, hoping to see a puck come his way. Puck out. Here we go. Maple Grove on the attack. Og and Janky. Og slows down, and Og's going to take a visit to the sin bin himself for interference. So it looks like defensively, Finner and Daney are going to start this power play kill, although it's 4v4 hockey for about 55 minutes, or 55 seconds. Stifter's in there battling hard. Finner, Maple Grove comes out with it. Benham's also on the ice. Sifter comes out with it. Sifter's still with it. Big pass. Good hand-eye coordination from Maple Grove to be able to slow that down, and now Maple Grove has it. Sifter sweeps it out of harm's way for the moment. Changing direction. Sifter trying to use the boards up to Benham, and out it goes. Daney now out there along with Finner. Stops the first attack. Benham over to Stifter. Oh, can't corral that pass. Abernathy on the ice now with Stifter. Finner. We got 34 seconds to do a penalty kill now as Maple Grove has their fifth skater back out. Daney now. Forward, nobody home. Stifter off, Moan on. No harm, no foul there. Pushed out of the way for the moment. That's a problem. Good big time save from Vacinovich. So if these last 2 seconds, the boys need to kill. Hoffman, Hillersheim out. Abernathy, Moan. And in 2 seconds, we should probably see Schimmenauer jump out of here and join the boys. Abernathy pushes it behind. Hoffman battling. Hillersheim pushed out of the way by Vacinovich and Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer in the corner pushes it forward. Schimmenauer trying to get to Abernathy. Ooh, that was close. And here comes Maple Grove. Good back check from Schimmenauer. Moan up and over the stick, and forward he goes through the neutral zone. He's surrounded by a shell of white shirts and has to go ahead and dump it, but Maple Grove comes out with it. Hillersheim unable to keep the zone over to Hoffman. Hoffman to Moan. Offsides is the call. No, they let it go. Should have been the call. Abernathy was about 2 feet over that blue line. Here comes Maple Grove. Abernathy off. Kibler on. Zips past Kibler. Hillersheim. Shot. Out for the moment. And goal. Rebound opportunity, and they had boys coming down. Boy coming right down the seam is the one that was able to bury it. 3-0. What I've noticed about this team is they don't have that one just dynamic player. They play really well as a team, but they don't have that one dynamic player that you got to always keep your eyes on.
Yeah, they're just very evenly, Every line, though, can do it.
Yep, every line. There's not a weak spot. There's just not that one player that's just destroying us. Woo, lucky. OMGHA out there. Maple Grove with it. Less than 90 seconds to go in this first period. They're cheeky. They're just looking for that quick pass, trying to see if they can catch the goaltender sleeping. Flat out there. Og lost the stick, so he's just out there figure skating right now. Good save from Vacinovich. Now, if the boys can get one goal and make this a 2-goal game, it's a whole different feel, I have a feeling. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of chances, just got to do it. Stifter plays it off the ref, and it ends up finding Benham, who pushes it forward, up and on the glass to Maple Grove. Daney and Finner. Shot, hit off of Daney's stick and goes behind the net. Ends up with Daney for the moment. Pushes it forward, up to Rashavi, unable to control it. Swept out for the moment by Finner, and a massive save by Vacinovich. Defensive change, Hillersheim Hoffman back out there. Stifter at the drop. Gets out to Benham. Weakly out of the zone into the neutral zone, but a quick shot and pushed to the side easily by Vacinovich. Ends up to Hillersheim. Hillersheim over to Hoffman. Skips over his stick. Hoffman battling hard. Stifter comes out with it for the moment. Stifter up to Rashavi. Rashavi across ice. Finds Benham. And that's the end of the first period. So at the end of the first period, we got to score 3-0. Don't know what the shots are, but I would have to say the Waconias are a little bit higher than Maple Groves. Are pretty even. So we'll be back in 1 minute for second period action. All right, we're back. 3-0. Maple Grove up over the Wildcats. First period, offensively, better than we've seen in the last couple of games offensively. Clean some things up defensively, and we'll be good. Og loses an edge. Maple Grove comes out with it. Good back checking from Moan to kind of slow it down. Shot goes wide. Now Og with it, trying to use his boards, but gets eaten up and slowed down. Maple Grove comes out with the puck. Considering, look, we got a problem. Gets poked away for the moment by Abernathy. Shimenauer's line out there, which means that's Moan and Abernathy tonight. Push to the side, nobody home. Maple Grove coming out with a little bit more intensity to start the second period than they did to start the game. Shimenauer's getting quickly and hard through. He goes down, no arms go up. Moan keeping it there. Shimenauer throwing his weight around, and Maple Grove comes out with it. Pushing it forward, and here comes Maple Grove. Good stop for the moment by Janke. By Danny. Danny out there. Danny gets around one. See if Abernathy can't get to it. That would have been a fun combo, seeing Danny and Abernathy going forward 2-on-1. And here we go. Maple Grove, good back check from Danny. Og did everything he could to slow it down, or Finner. Here comes Maple Grove. Swept out of the way by Og, still out there. Save Vasenovich. Daney. Shot and cover Vasenovich. Now allow Og to come off, Finner to come on. Looks like Daney needs a breather, so that lets Hillesheim come on. Kibler out there with Platt North. Platt. Out of the zone by Kibler. Three purple shirts really low. Hillesheim pushes it back low. Platt sitting on top of the crease. Orth keeping it in the zone for the moment. Now Platt just a little bit too far in front of it. Someone's got to go to it. Someone's got to go to it. And now we have Maple Grove coming the other way. Hillesheim trying to keep him out wide. Shot. Good save from Vasenovich for the moment. And out it comes to Platt. He gets around one, goes down in a pile, but no hands go up. Shot and cover, save Vasenovich. Looks like we're going to do a full line change. Kind of off our sequence here a little bit. So Hoffman and Janke going to skate together defensively. Stifter, Rishavi, and Benham out there as your forwards. Stifter wins the draw, goes forward with it, and is able to find Benham, who pushes it to Rishavi, but unable to get any further than that. Here comes Maple Grove. Shot goes out, pass. Does not find Maple Grove. Benham in that corner, which I cannot really see that corner, and I'm sure you can't at home either. Maple Grove, for the moment, comes out with it, but now as it comes into frame, Maple Grove with it. Janky shot, and I believe a save by Vacinovich. Hoffman, Janky off. That'll bring Og and Daney on. Stifter still at the drop. Stifter wins the face-off and goes to Daney. Puck tries to get clear along the boards, but no luck. The other way, and now Daney will pick it up. Daney looking to get past one, and looks over, finds Rishavi, who loses an edge, and the puck. Gets around Og. Daney doing everything he can. Good outstretched leg from Vacinovich. Probably saves a goal there. Sifter trying to go forward with it. Runs it into Benham. Does Maple Grove. Sifter battling hard. Maple Grove with the puck behind the net. Out. Get it out. And Benham is able to clear it into the neutral zone. Slow down for the moment. Benham having to race to get to it. And offsides, I believe, will be the call. No, it looks like lines are back kind of on order the way they started the game. Hillesheim, Hoffman back together. And that'll bring out Schimenauer's line of Abernathy and Moan. Puck gets past everyone and it goes towards Hoffman. Hoffman using the boards, pushes it around, and it'll find Moan. Moan trying to go forward, unable to clear the zone, but Moan picks it back up. Moan skates the puck through the neutral zone, pushing it forward towards Schimenauer. Schimenauer the first there. Abernathy hanging out on top of the crease. Schimenauer trying to use his muscle, but gets out-muscled a little bit. Still battling hard is Schimenauer. Pushed out of the way, but Abernathy. Abernathy to Moan. Moan tries a quick little pass towards Schimenauer, but it gets eaten up. Moan trying to go towards the middle, but gets eaten up by two sticks from Maple Grove. Back towards Schimenauer. Hillesheim off, Finner on. Moan to the middle, but everybody was skating the wrong direction. Hoffman off, and Daney on. Push to the side, out we go. Ends up towards Finner. He fires one to Abernathy. Abernathy dumps it. Daney and Finner out there defensively. Orth racing back. Kibler racing back. Platt out there now. Platt pushes the puck around. And it gets around towards Kibler. Platt gets in there to try to help. Platt trying to come out with it. Kibler there. Ends up with Maple Grove. Comes across the middle. And slowed down by Orth for the moment. And pushed aside by Vacinovich. Finner. Platt. Maple Grove still with it. Behind the net it goes. And kicked out by Daney. It's going to stay in the zone and just put right back to Maple Grove in the corner. Daney slows it down for the moment. Platt in there battling as hard as well. Platt says, "Get out of my way, please," but Maple Grove comes out with it. Centers, shot, goal. It's just textbook. We start to get a little excited and positioning gets out of whack, and they got a guy just sitting on top, wide open. 4-0. Sifter, Benham, Rashavi out there, along with Og and Jinky. Maple Grove skating hard to win every single free puck they can. Back it goes. Shot. Deflected off of Benham. Sifter. Ends up to Og. Comes back towards Sifter. Unable to keep it controlled. And out it comes with Sifter. Sifter trying to just get around the edge. Sauce pass. Benham unable to get to it. Benham gets locked up. Rashavi over there helping him. Stifter cruising in the middle. Hillesheim on now for Janke. And right away, Hillesheim and goal. First breakaway goal. And halfway through the second period, we got a score of 5-0, and we'll have a goalie change as Walker Vasinovich, his night is done, and Mr. Cole comes out to finish up the game. Here we go. Moan. Hoffman slows it down, allows Hillesheim to pick it up, and forward it goes. Moan still chasing. Abernathy slowing things down. It's going to end up to Hoffman, who comes across to Shimenauer, who goes up to Moan. And Abernathy, Shimenauer. Ends back to Shimenauer. Up to Abernathy. Oh, hits off his skate. Abernathy trying to get to Moan. Gets a little bit behind him. Hoffman. Hillesheim saves the day. Ends up to Abernathy. Trying to push forward up towards Shimenauer. Up to Moan, out of the zone it goes. Eaten up by Abernathy and up, not into the bench. The boys acted like it went into the bench. That'll allow a defensive line change. That'll bring Daney and Finner out. Here comes Maple Grove. Orth takes him down and ends up with Kibler. Now Kibler and Platt, and we got an injured Maple Grove player. Looks like the kiddo's all right. Skating off on his own power. Number 3, I think. So we'll keep our eyes and see if number 3 comes back out or not. Platt wins the draw, comes back towards Daney, who goes to Kibler, who loses the puck. Maple Grove getting through. Finner able to sweep it out. But we'll have a penalty. And the Wildcats on a penalty kill for hooking. And it looks like it's going to be Daney that is going to the box for hooking. We didn't switch anything up. We still just have one defender out there. Nope, I lied. Janke got out there. Icing. Ogden Janke. Along with Stifter and Rishavi. Stifter wins the draw, comes back to Janke, who pushes it back forward. Janke. Stifter. Nobody in the middle. Gets around Rishavi for the moment. Maple Grove trying to find a weakness, trying to find an opening shot. Just enough of a push from Rishavi, and out it goes, and icing will be the call. 36 seconds left on this penalty kill. Tasked to do that is Hoffman and Hillesheim. Abernathy and Moan out there. Abernathy ends up to Moan, who pushes it over to Hillesheim. Hillesheim just trying to get far enough up to kill it off, so no icing will be the call. And here comes Maple Grove. Up it goes, and it's going to carry him all the way back to Hoffman. Hoffman to Hillesheim. Hillesheim to Moan. Moan pushing it back in, killing precious seconds off. 15, 14, 13 on this power play kill. Penalty kill. Abernathy going to try to tie things up as best he can, along with his buddy Moan. Pushing it forward is Moan. Just killing some time so they can get that fifth member out. Moan goes center. Thought Abernathy was headed that way, and they did kill it, and that'll bring Shimenauer out to join in the attack. Hillesheim pushing it forward. Should get around towards Shimenauer. No penalty raised there. Hoffman back to Abernathy. Fire. Oh, could have been a deflection opportunity. Moan goes back to Shimenauer. Shimenauer loses the puck. And here comes Maple Grove. Hoffman trying to keep it in, at least slows it down for the moment. And he does that. Shimenauer gets dispossessed in the neutral zone. Abernathy slowing it down, and he's going to go to the box. Knocked down. And he's going to go down for a pretty weak interference call. Daney and Finn are out there. Platt at the drop with Kibler to his left. Maple Grove gets it. And here we go. Shot right off of the shinny for the moment from Maple Grove. Kicked out by Platt. And we set up our box again. Oh, no. All right. Shot goes well over the net. Kibler. Maple Grove shot and Daney. And out it goes, and icing will be the call. Stifter out there now with Benham. Then Janke playing defense for 40-some seconds, a penalty kill. Shot, saved for the moment. Heads up, coming the other way. Shot, knocked down by Conrad Cole. Another knockdown by Cole, now pushed to the side by Cole. 3 big saves from Cole. Maple Grove still setting up their power play. Shot, pushed to the side by Cole. Add another save. Maple Grove, penalty kill. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty. I didn't even see that one. Get a touch on it, Janky. Get a touch on it, Janky. And there's the whistle. And looks like Og is going to the box for a cross-checking. Hoppin Hillesheim out there. Looks like Stifter Rashavi. Sorry, Abernathy Rashavi. Hoffman brushes it out of the middle. Shot, save for the moment, and goal off of the rebound. Well, we killed off, 4 or 5 penalties. They're bound to get one if we keep committing penalties. Minute 25 left in the second period, 6-0. Shermanauer's line of Abernathy and Moan. Moan! Come on, buddy. Moan gets eaten up. Best opportunity thus far, unable to capitalize. And here comes Maple Grove. We got Daney and Finner. Daney comes out with Daney. Daney still going forward with it. Daney, Abernathy, Moan, Abernathy. Oh, Finner pushes. Got another penalty, this time on Maple Grove. Some of our best opportunities of the game during that shift. It's got Og and Janky out there. Back to Og, shot well wide of the net. It's going to jump around over to Kibler. Kibler, back to Janky. Mishandled it, so had no other option than to dump it back towards Kibler. Here comes Maple Grove. And at the end of the second period, it's Maple Grove 6, Waconia 0, 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second. We'll be back in just a little bit to start the third period. All right, we're back, folks. I'm having some microphone issues here, so bear with me. I'll keep my eyes on it. All right, having some microphone issues. I'll keep my eyes on it. But you haven't missed anything yet at the start. Hillesheim skating through. Hillesheim getting around the corner, getting around the edge. Platt's there for him. Platt's there. He's battling hard. Hillesheim centers and covered. Having a little bit of microphone issues. Give us a minute or two. We'll do our best to keep you updated with anything valuable and important that happens during that time.
Shut up.
So 7-0 Maple Grove. 13:47 left on a running clock, it looks like. We've got Shimenauer's line of Abernathy and Moan out there, along with Janke and Og. Shimenauer gets in there, Og gets in there, Moan gets in there. Shimenauer. And here comes Maple Grove. Janke keeping his stick there, no hands come up. Nobody knows where it is for the moment, except Maple Grove tried for a Michigan, got eaten up. Moan intercepts. Shimenauer comes out with it. Shimenauer, he's got Abernathy on the far side. Shimenauer through two, gets dispossessed. Here comes Maple Grove all the way back around towards Janke. Janke cross ice to Og. Og to Shimenauer. Shot and saved and covered by Cole. Platt's line out there. Hillesheim and Hoffman defense. Hillesheim swings and misses, but gets it up to Platt. Platt cross ice to Orth. Orth bounces it up off the boards and forward, but back to Maple Grove. Intercepted for the moment by Platt. Platt and Orth and Kibler can go forward. Platt going quickly. Platt trying to get the edge. He's on his backhand. Centers. Gets the push to the side by Maple Grove defender. Back up to Hoffman it goes. Doesn't get that far, and Kibler just goes ahead and dumps it. Eaten up by Orth. Hoffman unable to keep the zone. Hoffman now goes forward. Hoffman and Platt. Hoffman, Platt, shot wide of the net. What a great opportunity. Hoffman back checking. Orth took Hoffman's spot for the moment. Finner, shot wide of the net. Stifter gets dispossessed. And here comes Stifter. Stifter skating quickly. Stifter trying to get there. Benham joining. Rishavi joining. Finner and Daney out there defensively. Comes back to Daney. Daney to Benham. Pushed forward by Rishavi for the moment. Rishavi shot. And right in between the legs. Not covered yet, but a good opportunity. The Wildcats getting a few looks. And offsides from the Maple Grove bench, but the refs decide to listen. Here we go. Stifter, Rishavi, Benham. Benham. And Finner and Daney. Finner gets it. Pushes it forward to Stifter. Stifter pushes it towards the middle. Rishavi. Eaten up for the moment by Benham. Benham skating forward. Rishavi loses the puck, and here comes Maple Grove. Danny and Finner. Finner, the first to engage. Ends up with Shimenauer. Shimenauer up towards Danny. Shimenauer still pushing it forward. Now Shimenauer and Moan into the offensive third. Shimenauer shot, deflection up and into the air. Shimenauer still going after it. Abernathy out there with him now, and we're going to have a penalty on Maple Grove. So the Wildcats will have a power play opportunity with 9 minutes, 15 seconds left of a running clock in the third period. Got to bring Og and Janke out to join Shimenauer, Moan, and Abernathy. Moan in the corner. Maple Grove comes out with it, but Shimenauer slowing it down. Out of the zone it goes. Past Og, now just Janke. Abernathy coming back for some support. Big stick of Janke being able to slow that down across the ice really fast and quick, but Maple Grove repossesses the puck. We are on the power play, boys. Abernathy. And up it goes. Maple Grove shot and wide of the net. Hopefully we can get to it. Shimenauer flings it right back to Maple Grove. And now here comes Abernathy. He's got Moan on the outside. Get around him, Abernathy. Let's go, Evan. Let's go, Evan. Oh, what a save from the keeper. Shot coming in hard as a rock was Platt, but still saved by the goaltender. Platt skating hard. Abernathy now. Over to Orth. Abernathy. Abernathy, now Platt. Platt can't get around that defender. Hopping on to join with Hillesheim. Maple Grove. Orth checking back, and Maple Grove goes ahead and dumps it. Cole covers. Platt towards Hoffman. Hoffman trying to kick the puck out of harm's way. Hoffman trying to close things up on the board. He's got his buddy Platt that pushes it out wide. Orth chasing after it. Hillesheim there with him. Puck comes the other way. Platt into the back of the net, and it comes to Hillesheim. Maple Grove with the puck. Hillesheim trying to sneak in. Platt, Hillesheim, Platt with his feet, trying to push it forward to Orth. Ends up with Kibler. Kibler quickly through the neutral zone. Offsides was almost the call and was the call. Stifter. Try to get back towards Finner, but swung and a miss, and now Danny will chase after. Finner up towards Stifter. Rishavi. Rishavi to Benham. Benham towards the middle, ends up finding Maple Grove instead. Rishavi, Benham. And a cross check on Maple Grove. So the Wildcats will have another opportunity at a power play.
Finner, Daney out there defensively, along with Schimmenauer's line of Moan and Abernathy. Puck gets back towards Finner. Finner pushes it up to Abernathy, who goes to the middle. Schimmenauer one-timer wide of the net. Moan back to Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer trying to be sneaky around the back post, and it is covered. Schimmenauer. Maple Grove wins the draw. Up and out. Nope. Stays with Moan. Shot wide of the net again. Schimmenauer. Moan trip. No call. Schimmenauer comes out with it. Schimmenauer back to Finner. Finner centers. Schimmenauer. Moan back to Daney. Deflection, and cleared by Maple Grove Osseo. Pushed forward by Daney into the corner to Abernathy. Daney shot. Wow, good shot, but again, wide of the net. Schimmenauer keeping it in the zone is Moan. Daney, Schimmenauer, everyone there, but nobody could get a stick on it, and Finner will have to chase back to grab the puck. Finner trying to skate through two. He got through two. Offsides on that far side, and that'll probably kill off that power play opportunity with 3.5 minutes left in the game. Platt, Orth, Kibler, Og, and Janke. Watch your back. Full strength we go. Platt comes out with it. Platt trying to get that edge. He gets dispossessed. Maple Grove coming the other way. Og out of the zone. Orth. Here comes Maple Grove. Kibler. Pushed out of the way. Orth gets it. Orth. Cross ice he goes and finds Og. Og skating forward, loses the puck, and Maple Grove coming quickly the other way. Quickly past Orth. Janke, Kibler trying to get back shot. Save from Cole for the moment, and it comes out to Janke. Janke tries to go forward, but right into the skates of Maple Grove, ends up to Og. Stifter around the first defender. Sifter skating quickly, getting around the second, but nobody there. There must have been a line change behind the play. Benham's out there with him. Hoffman, Hillesheim as well now defensively, and Rishavi. Rishavi loses the puck, and Maple Grove coming the other way. Benham forward to Stifter, who just fires one and gets covered. Minute 40 left in the game. Hoffman, Hillesheim still out there. Stifter at the drop. Maple Grove wins the draw. Hoffman slows that down. Centers, Maple Grove, shot. Get it out of there, boys. It's not done yet. It's not cooked. Come on, Cole. Rishavi. Hoffman pushing him out wide. Hoffman follows. Here they come. Stifter back in the middle to help out. Hillesheim. Hoffman. Stifter. Here we go. 30-some seconds left in the game. Rishavi trying to just clear the zone right now. Hoffman slows it down. Stifter there to help. Hoffman in there. Stifter in there. Stifter to Hillesheim. Over to Benham. Benham using the boards. Can Stifter get a stick on it? He can't, but Benham pushes it forward. And that's the game. 7-0, Maple Grove. There's some moments of offense tonight, but still 3 games in a row, no goals. Got to figure it out, boys. So the boys have a late night Friday night practice tomorrow, and followed up by a middle of the afternoon, the later of the afternoon game on Saturday, where we'll be hosting New Ulm. We'll look forward to talking with you and cheering on the Wildcats come Saturday late afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.